Walmart just had a recall on their shrimp because it's too radioactive. Have you heard about this? Well, if you haven't, go look online to see what foods, if any foods you have, might have been recalled over radioactivity. Now, this is wild. It kind of blew my mind, and I wondered how it was even possible. And then I realized, you know what? Food does get tested, but there's such a huge volume of food that sometimes things get missed. So I checked into this, and where did I go? Google, of course. Here's what I found out. Apparently, the recalled shrimp was in a shipping container that was contaminated. So it looks like it wasn't in contaminated water, but it got contaminated in the delivery process. And that made me think, how often does this happen? I mean, it makes sense. I think, soil may be contaminated. Maybe food is grown near a nuclear reactor or a nuclear waste site, something like that. But this was actually contaminated in a shipping container. How often is our food transported in a container or a truck that transported something radioactive before that and has now contaminated our food? It's a great question. I mean, these shipping containers and these trucks are just doing their jobs. They're delivering whatever they deliver and then picking up the next load, whatever it is, that goes in the same truck and goes on to its delivery point. Now, let me highlight something here, because you probably already hear it clicking. I just got this the other day, and I thought, for me, it's a little bit of a novelty, but now I'm thinking it's not. It's a Geiger counter, and it even comes with this little, case, so you can easily just carry it, read it. It's got a belt clip and a hook, so you could put it in your purse, you could clip it to your belt, you could carry it with you to actually test your food at the grocery store before you even buy it. I mean, this is absolutely nuts. I didn't think that this was going to be used to check my food, but any of your food could be contaminated. So I did a little bit more Googling. I'm turning that off for a minute. And I asked Google how much of our food has radioactive material, or does our food have radioactive material? And it said, yes, it does. They said sometimes there's naturally reoccurring radioactivity, but other times food gets contaminated. Interesting. And it says the FDA is investigating the potential contamination of frozen shrimp with cesium-137 from a company in Indonesia. Now that's referring to the Walmart incident. So then I went on to read a little bit more. In the past, particularly after Chernobyl, and large amounts of meat and milk had to be disposed of due to radioactive contamination. All right, so this is nothing new that now we have radioactive shrimp. Really interesting. The levels of radioactivity in most foods are low and pose no significant health risk, according to the German Federal Office of Radiation Protection. So somebody in some office somewhere has decided how radioactive my food may be. This actually kind of worries me because I didn't think about any of this until the food recall happened. So what is an acceptable level of radioactivity in my food and who gets to decide? Or what about in this case where, whoops, we missed it and it got into the food supply, it was put in stores and people bought it. So that's where this Geiger counter comes in handy. I mean, can I really trust that somebody else is making the best decision for me and my family? I mean, I don't know about that. Or maybe I can just double check because, like what just happened with this shrimp, things get missed. It happens. People have made a mistake. Serious or not, it happens. So with a Geiger counter, you could kind of scan your own food and check it. Interesting. Let's go on. I'll leave a link to this Geiger counter down below in the description so you can pick it up. It's actually really affordable for just about anybody to pick it up so that you just have a resource to look and check and just fulfill a curiosity if nothing else. And you can determine if the Geiger counter number is too high, maybe you don't want that. But even with how small it is, you could take it to the grocery store and scan food before you even pick it up. So It says regulations are in place to monitor and limit, not eliminate, but to limit the levels of radioactive materials in food to ensure safety. Then it says there are techniques like discarding cooking liquid or using specific cooking methods that can help reduce the amount of radioactive materials in food. In case of a nuclear emergency, public health officials provide guidance on food safety and what to do with potentially contaminated food. So this sounds like it's actually fairly common to find radioactivity in food. So I encourage you to think about the foods you're buying and where it's coming from. But the problem with even just thinking about it is, okay, maybe we're thinking about where it comes from. Was it raised or grown near a nuclear waste site or a nuclear reactor or something else? We don't even know where all of those are. The other problem is it may have been shipped in something that contained radioactive material before, so it's now contaminated our food. So it's just a real problem. I would love to hear your thoughts on this and, what safety measures you might be putting in place, because I don't really want to eat radioactive food and I don't want my family to eat it. Yes, somebody somewhere decided that a certain level of radiation is acceptable. I would like to know for myself what that level is and how I determine whether or not that's in my food. So again, we come back to this Geiger counter. This one is actually really easy to use. You push a button, it turns on, and then it gives you an indicator, a number, and it has a bar graph. And it actually goes into alarm mode when the radioactive material is too high, according to a parameter programmed in here. I guess that's better than nothing, but I could do some more homework and see what the numbers mean and learn for myself what levels of radioactivity are really too high and what is normal. Right now it's showing a 5. I think 5 is perfectly okay and perfectly normal, but check this out. I've actually got a radioactive test strip to see how this works. So let me grab that quick a minute. And now that I brought the test strip by the Geiger counter, you can hear it's clicking, it's beeping, it's vibrating, it's letting me know there's radioactive material here. And I really don't even like holding this, but it is a test strip designed for this purpose. Now I'll get rid of that, and the Geiger counter will start to settle down. I hope. Oh yeah, the number's dropping pretty fast. Hopefully I got that far enough away from me when I chucked it. Yeah, the number is still going down. So this could be a useful tool for you to help monitor your food and other items around your house. Who knows? If things get contaminated in shipping, is your furniture contaminated? Are your clothes contaminated? Who knows? Okay, that number is going way down. We see the indicator on the bar graph has gone way down. So that's really good. So, hey, I encourage you to look into this and just be informed, because prior to this shrimp recall, this was something I never thought about. And now I'm thinking about it. I'm wondering what's contaminated, what's not, and I'm wondering where is my risk level and risk tolerance. The Geiger counter will help, but it's important for all of us to know. It's important for all of us to think through our own concerns and what's acceptable and not acceptable to us. Like I said, I'll leave a link for this down below because they're inexpensive on Amazon. You can pick it up. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear from you.